What's your name?
Valerie.
And what's mine? Well, the Sue name. Whatever.
Okay, Lady Pelvic.
Uh-huh. And what channel is this?
Pelvic Gaming.
Yeah. What are we doing?
Let's play of Danganronpa.
I like spoon feed you this. Alright, so we left off on the class trial, and that's what we doing. Hopefully Val doesn't mess this up. Val's a little perceptive little fuck.
So, is everyone ready to... What? Am I blind? Or are we missing someone?
The detective girl. Yo. Oh, and Toko.
Yeah, Toko's not here. And Toko is...
You really don't remember?
Kidding! I'm just kidding. How can I forget that little nut job? She's a crucial part of the class trial this time.
What are you gonna do?
Okie dokie. I'll go ahead and drag her out here kicking and screaming. Just one moment, please.
Isn't the detective?
Is someone else dead? And just like he said, a few minutes later,
Just the music.
he reappeared, dragging Toko behind him.
I told him I didn't want to, but he forced me. I can't believe you dragged a girl around. Terrible. You're terrible.
So now everyone's here, right? Okay then, hustle on to the elevator and let's get this show on the road. I'll see you guys down there.
Let's go.
So shall we get going? It's time to find out who killed Chihiro.
Chihiro Fujisaki. She was so gentle, so calm and meek. Nobody had any problems with her. Someone made the choice to kill a girl like that.
Oh, see, the detective girl isn't here. No, there's one, but I don't think. Oh wait, she's there. Okay. I see you. Aren't they all gonna say like the same shit as Tess is? I'm gonna click on 3 people. They all say like, let's go.
Fucking Toko, man. What's got her so worked up?
There's something odd about Toko's behavior. I do not think the mere shock is enough to explain it.
God. I don't know why the killer did what they did, but I'm sure it'll work itself out. Justice always prevails. Right, bro?
Alright, last one. You ready? We doing this? Alright, fuck it, let's go. Squeeze on in here.
Elevator time.
You have no choice, right? We have to do this.
It's true.
Yes.
I gave a small nod and replied.
With one last deep breath, I walked toward the elevator on shaky legs. With each step forward, I could feel my heart starting to race faster and faster. As soon as everyone was on, the elevator began to descend. I couldn't get a handle on my emotions, couldn't stop speculating. The steel box sank with heavy clunking sounds deeper and deeper into the ground. And as we went deeper, the uneasiness in my heart grew bigger and bigger. The elevator was unaffected, however, and continued to descend without hesitation. Until finally, it came to a sudden stop. What do you think? Ivy decorated. Isn't it so fresh? Isn't it so exciting?
Don't waste our time with stupid questions. Let's get this over with.
Good. You're rip-raring to go. Gotta say, I don't hate it. Not at all.
Well,
Okay then, let's get this show on the road.
girls, check.
Everyone, please find your assigned seats. And so the curtain opened once again. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal. A deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly faith, a deadly class trial.
Blah, blah, blah.
Save this data. Yes.
Yeah. Cool. Oh, let's set our skills.
Oh, are we doing that this time?
Yeah. Increases the
Ooh.
influence gate. We don't need influence, bitch. We'd be good. Increases.
Truth bullet rate of fire. Effective during the non-stop debate and the bullet time battle final strike. Oh. You don't want us to be faster? Well, let's go back and read the other ones.
No,
before
see,
we
we had
spend
this
our
equipped.
coins.
We already had this equipped.
No, you just...
No, it was. Look, see, if it has a gun, it's already equipped.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, so it's handiwork.
Allows you to reload 2 bullets at once, effective during the bullet time battle.
Reload 2 bullets at once.
I don't know.
So I guess we'll need it like twice, like bam, bam. Why not?
Can you take that back?
How much does this take? Takes 2 SP.
Now we can't
What?
equip anything else unless it costs 1.
That's all of our stuff.
Oh,
That's
alright,
literally
well,
all of our
I
stuff.
guess that's convenient as well.
Alright.
Finish preparation.
Let's go. Did that shotgun
Yeah.
throw?
Let's
Better than
begin
this
with
shit.
a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results. If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment.
We already know this. We can
But
skip. We can
then
just go ahead.
I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived
So the point is we have to
everyone
figure it out,
else
guys.
will graduate. Okay then. So, first off, let's talk about the murder weapon.
I love that he's shaking over there. First, we have to make clear what was used to deliver the fatal blow.
Dumbbell. Some of these questions are very frustrating.
I guess they're trying to ease us in. Locker room dumbbell. Got it.
How did you fire?
Triangle.
Why don't you do this?
True heroes. Oh, are you gonna? Oh.
It appears it was a head wound.
Yeah, they're right.
According to the Monokuma file, the killer used a blunt instrument. But what kind of blunt instrument?
What kind of blunt instrument? Was it fucking the only thing that had blood on it?
Yes, bitch, I do.
I don't think it contradicts. You have to do
Okay.
what contradicts. Okay,
I
that's
see.
fine.
Chihiro's fatal injury.
Circle. You know.
It appears it was a
Circle.
head wound. According to the Monokuma file, the killer. What kind of blunt instrument could have?
I bet it was an iron pipe.
Oh.
No, that's wrong.
Can we agree that
It's like so dramatic and it's not very
He's like,
epic.
huh?
Yeah.
found at the scene of the crime?
Mm-hmm.
It was covered in blood. And there was nothing else at the scene that
Mhm.
could have.
And the wound on the victim's head is consistent with the shape of the dumbbell.
Oh, that's fine. I'm just nodding.
Oh.
I'm just like, yeah, no shit.
As far as I'm concerned, there's no mistake and no room for doubt on this one.
You looked at her head wound?
Yes! That's so creepy!
If you don't mind, I will proceed from here. Let's move on to discussion of the culprit. Although, I believe the criminal behind this heinous act is already quite...
What? For real?
Chihiro's killer is the fiendish serial killer, Genocide Jack.
Yeah, it's like, I don't. He doesn't look like a super cute. I like my voice better. Yeah. You really kill Chihiro.
A new element has been added to non-stop debates. Would you like to hear more?
Should we just say?
Not at all. We're gonna figure this out as we go.
Alright. I don't care either way. I can cut this out, so if we do or don't. Alright, we're not. Fuck this. We don't need the shit.
Make your argument.
Genocide Jeff case file. Cool. Alright, so contradicts.
The culprit is Genocide Jack.
Oh,
I'm sure.
Seriously? Oh shit, that's a. We should probably. I was like, what the fuck is seriously?
yeah.
Focus.
Okay.
Weak spots. Character. Some yellow text. No.
Okay.
Firing truth bullets.
Press
Load.
triangle. Yeah. Loading truth bullets. Hold out
L1.
the one truth to select a truth bullet. Truth bullet
Wait.
flashback.
Yeah.
If you target a weak spot and then hold down the triangle button, you can use that weak spot as a temporary truth bullet later in the argument. Holy shit. These Flashback bullets will disappear as soon as you use them or switch to another choose bullet. You can eliminate white noise with your silencer by targeting it and pressing the X button. What's my silencer?
Then your timer will increase. No X. I guess like when you see it white, I'm gonna assume the white noise is that purple. Or like seriously? Like that's not helpful. It's just seriously. Or people say really or what?
But what's my silencer?
You can eliminate white noise with your I don't know what a fucking silent, but just press it. Whatever your silencer is, press X to activate it. If you successfully see
X. Okay, that was my silencer. That just says my silencer. Okay.
Circle.
Case closed, as far as I'm concerned.
But that's impossible.
Why? What makes it impossible?
Well, I mean, come on. There's
That's
just
not like we
no
need all this
proof
time.
for it.
Genocide Jack case file?
So,
What was...
Genocide Jack. I don't know who that is.
Oh, okay, never mind. I know which
Well,
one.
the thing Byakuya showed me in the archive.
Look at that.
But what is our argument, though?
It shows that this was the work of genocide.
Okay.
So the case file.
Jack.
Yeah.
I'm sure. Case closed, as far as I'm concerned.
But that's impossible.
Why? What makes it impossible?
Well, I mean, come on. There's just no proof for it.
Oh, it bounced off of that. Oh, I'm so pissed.
Genocide Jack. I don't know who that is.
This is so gimmicky. Not you, I'm just talking about it. Every time I was like, this is so gimmicky. Like I get white noise, I get it.
What is Genocide Jack?
Case closed.
But that's impossible.
Why? What makes it impossible?
Well, I mean, come on. There's just no proof for it.
Do I need to do this for
So,
you?
speaking of Genocide Jack, I don't know who that is.
Yes, get the anger out.
I'm pissed.
The culprit is Genocide Jack.
I'm so mad.
Impossible.
Why? What makes it impossible?
Well, I mean, come on. There's just no proof for it.
Oh, Valerie, what are you doing?
Hey, so, speaking of Genocide Jack, I don't know who that is. The culprit is Genocide. Case closed.
But that's impossible.
Why? What makes it impossible?
Well, I mean, come on. There's just no proof for it.
Yeah!
No, it's wrong.
You're welcome, friend. You're welcome, friend.
I might know one reason he could be involved.
What?
I found this file while I was looking around the archive in the library.
But it's missing now.
You found a file, bitch? No. You were given a
Some
file.
kind of confidential file of the
Trying to take that credit.
about the genocide.
I'm useful too.
What? That's kind of weird as shit, isn't it? What was something like that doing in the library?
The why of it is probably more trouble than it's worth. So let's forget about that for now. More importantly, it outlines all the specifics of every Genocide Jack case in exceeding detail. According to the file, there appear to be two defining characteristics in every Genocide Jack case. The first is that a bloody message is found written at the scene of every murder.
Oh, that's right.
Lust. Boob lust.
No. It's actually bloodlust.
God damn it, Hifumi.
Lust. Got it.
But more important is the other characteristic. And it's something that
Never made
See, that's the
public.
other thing that's kind of
What the hell
alarming
is it?
because it wasn't made. Suspending was never made
Yeah.
public, so it's like, how does this person know?
Why don't you tell them, Makoto?
The other characteristic of every Genocide Jack case, which the world at large doesn't know, if I'm not mistaken, it has something to do with the positioning of the body. Where? How the victor.
Yeah, how the victim is positioned.
Mm-hmm.
I got it! Apparently, in every Genocide Jack case, the killer suspends the body in a certain way. Other than the killer, the only people who know about this are the higher-ups in the police department.
However, Chihiro was most definitely suspended in the same way.
Who do you think it is?
So, how did the culprit know about this when only high-level police officials were aware of it?
Like, it could be Byakuya. It could be Toko. I don't think she killed herself. That wouldn't make sense.
No. You can't hit yourself with the
Yeah,
dumbbell
exactly,
and
while you're
suspend yourself.
Yeah.
I think it's not quite possible, friend.
Let me hit myself, then my blood last, and
Yeah.
switch all this shit around.
You know, yeah.
Yeah.
These posters, though.
But it had to be someone who was in the boys' locker room.
Mm-hmm.
There's only one logical answer I can think of. It's because the culprit in this case is the real Genocide Jack.
So maybe it is him.
No fucking way.
Fucking way, bro.
You're saying Genocide Jack is one of us?
Yes, in fact, it's Toko.
What?
I promise.
Yeah, that's what I'm
I think
thinking.
I think it's Byakuya.
I wonder if it's a cahoot thing.
I mean, it could
Byakuya
be.
used her because she loves him.
Yeah.
And I mean, although if it'd be weird because the one who's the black and like the one who actually did the killing is the one.
Yeah.
So I don't know why.
And so if she actually did the killing, but why would they?
Well, they probably switched it up to cover their tracks.
Yeah. But then that means she would have had to have been killed in the. Well, I mean, she could have just borrowed.
Because we don't know who that broken one is. The one that won't turn
the
on.
handbook, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Genocide Jack's true identity is Toko Fukawa.
What? Hey, okay, wait, hold on a sec. Toko has like blodophobia or whatever, remember? What kind of serial killer is afraid of blood?
Is Toko Genocide Jack? The answer is yes and no.
Another riddle. Man, why is this gotta be so complicated?
I literally hate this guy.
It's a riddle for sure, but I feel like I understand it. What it means for Genocide Jack to be Toko, but also to not be Toko. The answer is that she's not just one person, but multiple people, right? Hangman's Gambit.
And I think it's
What?
what am I? You want to know what the word is?
Neither do I.
All right, we'll figure it out.
Okay, thanks.
S. Hit S. Well, there's so many S's. Hit. Blow up S. Hit
But
it
we have to
multiple
do the
times.
right.
See is it schizophrenic? I don't. That's too long of a word. S L. Maybe C. Hit C a lot. You know what it is?
Oh, there it is.
So it's skits.
Schizo.
That was like a thought. First, I was like, I have no idea how to spell this word. Like, I know what the word is. Don't know how to spell. I'm the worst speller ever.
Genocide Jack has a split personality?
Huh?
I think I read that somewhere in the file too. They thought that the suspect might have, what did they call it? Dissociative identity disorder.
Oh, okay. But still, to go and say that about Miss Fukawa is...
Perfectly acceptable. Toko's strange behavior after seeing the body is proof enough that she has a split personality.
One thing that shows Toko could have a split personality, it has to do with her behavior.
Yeah.
Her behavior changed.
Yeah.
I got it! You're talking about how she started acting totally different than usual, right?
That's right. Think back. She fainted when she saw Chihiro's corpse, and then, when she woke up...
Yeah. Hey, you dead? Yeah. I ain't reading this guy's lines anymore. Fuck this. I hate this guy so much. Quit. give me the cursing motorcycle
Nah.
guy. You suck.
You can have deep voice, girl. Suffer.
I don't know.
It's my throat.
That's what you get for putting a lot of dicks in. Oh, stop recording. Oh, the audio's dead. Why would you do that? Keep going. We're on camera audio now.
She was acting funny, that's for sure. That
Fine, you
melancholy
guys.
completely
Just
disappeared.
keep going.
Don't go assigning adjectives to my tone without permission.
What?
Not to mention, once she regained consciousness and saw Chihiro's body again, she was utterly calm. In other words, within her is one personality that can't handle blood, and one that obviously can.
So when Toko trapped herself in her room, it's because she was scared of genocide.
Should have extra batteries somewhere. What are they saying? Oh, she's saying they all have control. I
The
literally
reason
bought
she locked
batteries.
herself in her room wasn't to keep other people from getting in. It was to keep her other personality from getting out.
What?
Toko was afraid. Afraid of the murderous fiend inside of her. Of killing even more people.
How? Yeah. How can you know all this?
I do believe you misunderstood her. What she's trying to say isn't, how can you know all this?
He's such a
What
pompous
she
asshole. I
wants to
love
know is, how could you tell them?
Huh?
Last night, just before Monokuma gave his motive speech, Toko and I had a strange conversation. She told me a most interesting story. She said a murderous fiend lived within her, and she was afraid it could appear and attack at any time. And that trepidation is what's caused her to have such a bleak attitude. Isn't that right, Toko?
This is all a lie. Right, Toko?
Shit, back. Sorry.
Welcome back.
It's all a lie. Say it's all a lie. Say it isn't so.
Said you wouldn't
I'm here.
tell anyone.
You said you didn't tell anyone.
What?
Sorry.
You promised. I can't believe you lied.
Can't believe you lied.
It's not a secret.
You have only yourself to blame. You came to me with your tragic little story. I didn't ask you to. This is the real world, not
That's
some
kind of an
romantic
asshole.
fantasy
I mean,
fairy tale.
He did the right
I mean,
thing to
he's
tell,
not-
like, the story. It just could be a little, like,
Yeah,
just shit. I mean,
guess.
I guess I like assholes.
Unless he's using it to.
Try to take the spotlight off himself. Yeah, you don't like Byakuya. What the fuck's your problem? I love Byakuya.
Of course
Besides, you broke your promise first. You said that as long as you were here, no matter what, you wouldn't let Genocide Jack kill anyone. But in spite of that promise,
You said if I kept my promise, you would go out with me. That's the only reason I promised.
Wow. Damn. I promise I won't kill anyone as long as you fucking date me. Oh
how
boy.
many times do I have to tell you? I never said that, but you weren't able to do it. You just couldn't resist that rush you got from killing, could you?
My shoulders are killing me.
I tried. I swear I tried to control it. But
But your efforts were useless. What a disappointment.
I hate you.
Do you?
Well,
I know,
the
right?
opening act is nearly finished. All that's left is to hear from the person in question directly.
Person? You don't mean...
Toko's body suddenly lunged backwards. A huge thud echoes across the courtroom, but in the next second...
Well, hello there. Is it me you were hoping to see? What the heck? So you figured it out, huh? Well, whatever. What are you gonna do? I'm the ultimate murderous fiend, Genocide Jack! Or better yet, let's go with Genocide Jill!
What the fuck is this?
The fuck?
What happened to you?
Not Toko, username, and what happened is a textbook split personality. So what if one of them happens to be a serial killer? You should turn a blind eye to one's fault.
Oh. Yeah, it's fine. Too bad it's mine. You have. No! That's what you have.
They do.
Yeah. Yes.
Like they say, sound and murderous mind, sound and murderous body.
This one is so different from the one we've come to know.
Yes, well, the world is composed of a front and a back human. Just like how every inning has a top and a bottom, or how in the depths of every truth lives a little lie. Behind every dark and gloomy soul lives another that shines as bright as the sun!
This is the murderous fiend, Genocide Jack. This is beyond
Awesome.
insane. My bad.
Miss Jack, Jill, can I ask you a question?
What's up?
Oh, she's so
You
cute.
might be the mastermind behind our entire situation. What are your thoughts on that?
We all think you're a killer.
I am the mastermind of all masterminds!
No.
Just kidding!
Then it's not true?
Of course it's not true. How dare you try to link me to that creepazoid?
He's cheating.
And another thing, the police and government and society in the outside world are totally powerless. I mean, they just let this idiotic bloodthirsty maniac go buck wild all over town.
Sure, I'm a bloodthirsty maniac, but life is pain, right? To live is to hurt other people. It's a necessary evil if you want to survive. The act of living itself causes pain for everyone. Just kidding again!
She just doesn't give a fuck. I know.
This should be enough to convince you. This murderous fiend is responsible for Chihiro's death.
I'm not convinced.
There's clearly a motive, so there should be no doubt.
A motive?
Remember what Monokuma told us? If someone didn't murder and graduate within 24 hours, an embarrassing memory or secret would be revealed.
Yeah, but Genocide Joe wouldn't care
Well,
about.
let's assume that
No,
Toko's
I
secret
feel like Toko would
Yeah,
care.
she
though.
would care.
Toko would care.
If a secret like that came to light, Toko's life would have
That's true,
undoubtedly
she'd
been
go to
forever
jail.
ruined.
Not here.
No, but I'm saying if word got out though. Like I get
So she
I get what
had
you're
a very
saying.
clear
Yeah.
motive to never
Like,
have
I guess-
that side of herself exposed.
if she would have got caught. Yeah. I guess it was she died here.
Very,
So.
very, very interesting. But sorry, as much as I hate to admit it, I'm not the culprit.
But I cannot imagine anyone other than you could murder someone in such a bizarre fashion.
Maybe so, but nevertheless, it's the truth.
Do you really expect any of us to believe you?
Yeah. I could never believe a word you say, you monster.
Maybe she's totally right about that, but something's still bothering me. What she said, I need to get some more details about all of this. Yeah, bro. Make your argument. Huzzah!
Status of the dead body. See? Because there's no scissors.
Yeah.
And well, it technically is a man, so.
Sorry, but I didn't kill anyone.
You say that, but do you really expect any of us to believe it?
Perhaps if you had an alibi, that would change things.
Oh, an alibi, huh? Now we're talking.
When you compare your past murders to this incident, the modus operandi matches completely. What more proof do
crap.
you need?
Biscuit. Keep out in seconds then.
Give it up. You killed her.
So yeah, just circle.
It was the
next
modus
time.
operandi one, yeah.
Yeah.
I just have to focus on remembering Chihiro's body. That must have the answer. That should prove that what he said isn't quite right.
Sorry, but
You say that, but do you...
I was like, this is going so fast. I was like, what's happening?
an alibi, huh?
When you compare your past murders to this incident,
Is
the
it?
modus operandi matches.
Yeah!
Ooh, nice.
Are the methods of murder really exactly the same? I'm not so sure about that. I think there's a slight difference between the Genocide Jack cases and this one.
Huh? How's it any different?
It's like they just don't.
You don't know? Well then, human garbage, let me tell you!
She didn't even defend herself.
No.
That's what bothers me. She was just laugh. I was like, dude, at least
I murdered with passion and conviction.
I consider myself a professional, and I have a very particular way of doing things.
Like she uses custom-made scissors.
yeah.
Imagine you go to a fancy Italian restaurant. They're very picky about the noodles, the sauce,
That does sound
everything.
really good. It's like, damn. Damn.
But what happened to Chihiro? It'd be like if that same Italian restaurant started using ragu or Chef Boyardee. This is no creation of mine.
Let me rephrase that in a way that maybe makes more sense.
No,
there are
she-
two
yeah,
other differences
I follow.
between the Genocide Jack cases and this one.
Well, yeah, but
There's one clear difference between the murders. In the photos from the other Genocide Jack cases, look at the neck and stomach. Here you'll see a clear difference.
the victim's fatal
Yeah.
injury.
Injury!
For one, the cause of death is different. In the Genocide Jack murders, all the victims were killed the same way. According to the case file, they were all apparently killed with a pair of scissors. But Chihiro died from a blow to the head, right?
Ah, yes. That is remarkably different from the other murders.
Wouldn't it be strange for someone who kills the same way without fail to suddenly, and there's more, one more conflicting detail.
That's right. In my recipe of murder, if the bloody message is the tortellini, then the arrangement of the body would be the pesto sauce.
I do love pesto.
Oh, God, yeah, you do.
And I like pesto.
Oh, garlic bread with pestos. Keep it together. We're solving the
Oh,
case right
man.
now. See, this is why I can never be locked up in a school with you while we're solving murder cases. Someone says pesto, and like everything goes out the door. Can you please stop comparing killing people to cooking? She's making sense.
Right.
Are you saying the other difference has to do with how the body
Yes,
was arranged?
that's literally what we just said.
That's right. The second difference is related to how she was suspended. She was
Right.
stabbed with the scissors, but this one, she was tied up. Yeah, in the photos.
we
stabbed
agree.
the hands. Here you'll see a clear difference. What was used to suspend her.
Yeah.
I got it! Do you remember what the killer used to suspend her? They used some kind of rope to hang her
Except
up
it
by her
wasn't. We
wrists.
literally.
What is your call?
Some kind of rope.
Well, in all the previous Genocide Jack cases, something else was used to suspend them. Specifically, pairs of razor-sharp scissors.
How'd she get that one behind her?
No, he was probably like hung already like this.
And then she was just like,
Okay, you didn't really have to do that
Oh,
to my
sorry.
neck. Fucking freakazoid.
And guess what? I use my own specially designed scissors for the murders and the arrangement. Like I said, I'm a professional, so naturally I'm very picky about the tools I use. And you know what else? Big Mac said there's two differences, but he's wrong.
oh, Makoto.
So who's Big Mac?
Big Mac?
Makoto, I
Are
guess.
you referring to me?
Listen up, Big Mac. There's actually one more difference.
She doesn't know that Chihiro was a boy.
All of them are males.
My word, you really didn't notice? Take a look at who the victims were in each Genocide Jack case. There's a pattern there, just waiting to be discovered.
Pattern.
Oh my God.
Figure that out, and it'll be plain as death why I couldn't have possibly killed that little lolly girl.
She
Let's
literally. Oh my God.
There was a pattern surrounding the Genocide Jack victims, and Chihiro didn't fit it. If you look at the names of every victim, what you'll notice is that they were all male! I think I figured it out. I know I couldn't have killed
Because
Chihiro.
Chihiro was a girl. Chihiro was her lover. Shit, got me down.
Is it because Chihiro was a girl?
Bingo, bullseye, right on the money!
What are you talking about?
In all the Genocide Jack cases, all the victims had something in
They
common.
all had penises.
Ken, Tetsuhiro.
We don't need this.
Shoji, Kano, Takeshi. Komatsuna, blah, 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 blah. There was no end to it.
They were all guys?
Hey, that's
Right.
right.
The people I kill with such passion and
She was gonna kill
conviction.
Byakuya.
All adorable
Shit.
Adorable little
I
man.
believe I said it. I'm so embarrassed.
The hell is wrong with you?
I can't help it. I'm just a full throttle boy-on-boy fangirl, and the movie side of me just hates
I
it.
mean, I like her. I mean, I like her.
But now I'm on the fast track to becoming a full-fledged fan madam.
So since Chihiro was a girl and not an adorable little man, you wouldn't kill her?
Would an Italian chef suddenly start making ramen just because they're both noodles? Don't be stupid. I have too much passion and conviction to cross that line. That's the absolute reality of the one and only.
We get it. You've clearly explained your hobby and your philosophy. But that's not all there is to it. It's a different matter entirely when you're forced to kill in order to survive.
Quiet, lowly cur!
Lowly, cur.
I would never kill for a reason as petty as mere survival. And if by some fluke I did kill to survive, why would I bother with the message and arrangement? It'd make me the obvious suspect.
That does make some amount of sense.
Plus, whatever reason I have for killing, I would never leave out my prized scissors. Who would go out of their way to use a big, stupid, heavy dumbbell?
Maybe you used the dumbbell because you couldn't find any scissors in the school?
Any scissors? I don't just use any scissors. I only use my own set of high-class envy of the entire world scissors.
Okay, whatever. There still aren't any in the school.
Are you sure about that?
This bitch.
She's fully equipped. That's right. So I can kill anywhere, anytime. Why would I resort to dumbbells or rope when I have my trusty scissors by my side? Go ahead, tell me I'm wrong. You can't, can you? Gutter dogs, all of you.
I like her. Yeah.
Not to mention, I have
There's a
no
reason
clue
why
how
I
to tie a
picked
good
her.
knot.
So I'm sure.
Rope's totally out of the question anyway.
It's okay. The second game we'll have fair game because I don't know who the killer is. in that game. I just know shit about this
I
game.
have no idea what's going on anymore. Could such a heinous villain really be innocent?
Yes, in this one instance. Yes.
The body really was suspended, right? And nobody but the police knew about that.
Yeah. That's why we figured it had to be the real deal and not some copycat killer or whatever.
This also points to Byakuya because one person who could have copied the Genocide Jack cases. The person has been obsessed with them. Selecto someone! Byakuya Togami.
Here's my answer. Byakuya, it's possible you could have found out, isn't it?
He literally already knew. Yeah.
You'd have no problem gaining access to classified government documents or internal police records. Plus, you've already looked through the Genocide Jack file before this all happened, hadn't you?
Are you saying Mr. Togami did it?
Then the reason he pushed the theory of Genocide Jack being the killer so hard was because he wanted to pin the crime on her.
So, he rearranged the scene to disguise it and make it look like I put my stamp on it. The adorable glasses
And Chihiro's
I'm on
handbook is missing. So he could have probably used that to sneak into the girls' locker room.
Yeah.
Exactly. And he probably found her in the boys' locker room and got like freaked out like, why the fuck? Yeah. Is she in here? Oh my god, you're a boy.
Well, Byakuya, what's your response?
I see. So now the suspicion falls on me. Then I must ask, when would you say I began acting suspicious? Surely you must have an answer.
Looking back and thinking about it now,
Keep thinking.
you were acting acting right before we discovered the body was a little strange. You wanted to go to the girls' locker room right away, right? But since you're a guy...
I should have naturally thought of the boys' locker room first. Is that what you want to say? The victim was Chihiro, a girl. Hence why I said we should check the girls' locker room.
We hadn't found
Nothing
the body.
strange about that, I say.
Had we? No, the body was discovered by then.
On the contrary,
Okay.
there's something very strange.
Okay then. What's so strange? Go ahead. Share with the rest of the class.
Alright, you know what? We're not gonna fucking. Yeah, it was that. Truth flashback. Weak spot and hold down triangle. Dot, dot, dot. Then you memorize that weak spot. This memorized phrase can only be shot once as a single truth bullet, so we gotta be sure when we fire it. Oh, so if we think that's it, but then later see another one, we can fire. Huh? Change. It will disappear from your truth cylinder. Yeah. Okay. We can use this flashback feature as many times as we want. If you don't seem to have the answer to a lie or contradiction in your loaded truth bullets, it might be wise to memorize a different weak spot and use that to make your case. When's the best time to flashback? Well, you'll just have to use your keen wits, won't you? In this case, though, I will say that if you don't use a flashback, you won't be refuting anything. Well then, good luck and have fun. Are you better at this part? Am I? No, but I want to. Alright. Who's Monokuma file too? I have no idea. Okay.
So, you said Byakuya was acting kind of weird
Before we found?
But
Yeah.
he was acting weird.
And that was the thing, because it was before we found the body. No, we did find the body. That's when we were literally investigating. We weren't investigating the body. No, but we saw he was dead. She was in the girls' locker room.
Who was a girl. So, of course, I would suggest we check the girls' locker room first.
Yeah, no?
There was no time for pointless distractions. What's so strange about that?
I wish you'd taken me with you.
Oh my god. Please. Because it was found in the boys' locker room. Okay. And he's the one who put her in the girls' locker room. So they found him working in the boys' locker room. Working out in the... So you're telling me Byakuya saw him working in the boys' locker room. Or saw the dead body in the boys' locker room. So
That's why she always
discovered it.
Yeah, not the dead body.
Oh, he just knew. So he knew she was a boy.
He must have found her there. Yeah, he must have figured it out somehow. And he found her in the boys' locker room. And then moved her body over to the girls' locker room. I don't know why he would, keep her secret or whatever, but...
So, you said Byakuya...
What other truth bullets do we have? Or are you... Okay.
But he was acting weird... How?
Before we found the body.
The opportunity to check out the girls' locker room.
This is constantly new. I hate that this always new.
Take it. That's a natural reaction for any guy.
The victim was Chihiro, who was
Right.
a
But it was
girl.
before we found
So,
the body.
Of course, I would suggest we check the girls' locker room first. There was no time for pointless
The
distractions.
victim was Chihiro before we
What's
found the
so
body?
strange about that?
So he's saying he wanted to check the locker room because the victim was Chihiro. We didn't know who the victim was.
I thought we did, though.
I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, see? He's saying it doesn't make sense how he would know who the victim was before we even found the body. We didn't find the body when he was like, let's check the girls' locker room.
You said Byakuya was acting kind
Oh, you're right. So you think that's it?
No!
of weird...
I missed it.
Now we're gonna have to go back because we need that thing. We need that truth bullet.
I don't understand why we need that truth bullet.
Because we would have used that one when he said the victim was Chihiro.
Right?
But we can't use it now because
Why?
it's gone.
I would suggest we check
Because he
the
fired
no
it,
time.
and we only get
What's so
to use it
strange?
once.
I wish you'd taken me with you.
So
Because it was one of the temporary bullets.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
So that one. Take that one.
Acting kind of weird before we found the body.
Okay.
And then use it when he says the victim was Chihiro.
I don't understand how this shoot bullet thing works, or the side.
To check out the girls' locker room.
You absolutely take it. That's a natural reaction for any guy.
The victim
Use it.
was Chihiro.
No, it's wrong.
Take this. I don't know what this is.
I'll tell you what's so strange about that, because up until we actually discovered the body,
Yeah,
we couldn't have known
that's
who the
true.
victim
'Cause,
was.
yeah, you're right. He did say that before.
Yeah,
we
he would
discovered
like
the
we
body.
knew someone was dead or we knew someone was
Right.
missing, but we didn't know who.
But he sounded pretty confident it was in the girls' locker.
Yeah, he was like, let's check the girls' locker room. Why not the boys' locker room?
Yeah.
So your claim that you went to the girls' locker room first because Chihiro was the victim doesn't hold up.
I see. That's a good answer, I must admit. Interesting. Very interesting indeed. But your reasoning is still too weak.
Huh?
What's wrong? Is that it? Surely you've got more than that. Go ahead.
Like,
Show
do you
us.
want me to find you out, dude? What's with Byakuya's attitude? It's like he doesn't even care. I've got him cornered, but he's acting like it has nothing to do with him.
What's the matter? You're not finished already, are you? There must be more to it.
There is. I think.
There is more to it. Think about it. We just talked about the differences between this case and past Genocide Jack incidents. The proof you're looking for is hidden in there.
So if he thought it was a Genocide Jack murder, he should have gone into the boys' locker room.
Oh? Proof that I'm the culprit, you mean?
The differences between this case and other Genocide Jack murders. The evidence that proves Byakuya is responsible is hidden in there. What could it be? Library desk. Okay. How do I switch between them?
No, there's only one.
What? The difference between the cases? You want me to explain it again? When I want to kill, I use my very own special scissors. And I use those same scissors to arrange the body.
But
Well, we got minus 5 seconds. Oh shit.
this was some kind of rope, was it not?
That's right. It absolutely was.
Then there must be something very fishy indeed about that rope.
Hey, Byakuya, where'd you get it from, huh?
I'd never seen that rope before in my life.
You should see it.
No, it's wrong.
Sorry guys, the camera's gonna die soon, so
Pretty
just,
sure you have seen it
or we're gonna finish this case, I'm determined.
Because you see, that rope,
Should I say...
or should I say, that extension cord?
What? An extension cord?
Does no one else, like, look at the fucking body?
No, they don't.
You've used the extension cord in the library more than once, haven't you? And the same extension cord that was in the library all this time went missing after the murder. And there's no way someone who uses that extension cord as much as you do wouldn't discover that fact.
And Byakuya must be the one who took the extension cord. I can't imagine any other possibility.
That's really what you think? Then your conclusion is something like this? I killed Chihiro in the girls' locker room, then hung her up and wrote that bloody message. I intentionally made it look like Genocide Jack was behind it. Is that about right?
He's doing it again. He's totally calm, totally unconcerned, as if he's not even involved. Wait, not even involved.
What's wrong? I asked you if you think that's what happened.
Hell yes, that's what happened. So that's it, right? Byakuya's the killer.
I don't disagree with not disagreeing.
He kept calling this a game, right? So he'd be totally willing to do something like this to win.
I'm not sure Garcia.
Sorry, but could we hold on just a second? I think we need to talk about this a little more.
Sure. Do we really need to? We've already decided who did it.
I know, but still, there's something that's still bothering me.
Is that right? And what, pray tell, is still bothering you? I killed her in the girls' locker room, then disguised my crime. Specifically, I dressed it up to make it look like it was the work of a homicidal psychopath. what about all that bothers you?
Wait. What was that just now? Something's not right. Chihiro's body was definitely found in the girls' locker room, but does that mean... Can I really just accept what Byakuya said is the truth? No, I don't think so. There's something definitely off about what he said.
I got it! You say you killed Chihiro in the girls' locker room, right? But are you sure about that? Isn't it possible that the murder took place somewhere else?
How disappointing. What kind of question is that? Even in the world of disappointments, this is a true letdown. She was found dead in the girls' locker room. There is absolutely no question about that. How could the scene of the crime have been anywhere else?
Well, I think it's entirely possible that she was killed somewhere else, then carried there later, along with the rest of the murder scene.
The rest of the murder scene? That was awfully specific. Please tell me you have a reason for saying all of
I believe I do.
Yeah,
Hey.
you just...
Did I just take you off guard? When the story suddenly moved to the crime scene, Byakuya, who'd been so confident up till now. Maybe Byakuya could never even realize that the actual scene of the crime could have been somewhere
so
else, so that
smart
he's
now.
not the killer.
Hey, don't just move on without permission. What do you mean she was killed somewhere else?
Come on, Makoto. If there's any chance the murder took place somewhere else, let's see the proof.
Probably the floor.
Something
Or the
switched between the
posters.
boys and girls room.
Then probably the posters.
Yeah. It's
that
probably going to end up being Sakura's account.
Yeah, it's the posters.
Okay.
Yeah. Bye, the camera died. So you just hear our voices.
Could also have been the carpet, though.
No, I think it's this.
But that doesn't tell us that we don't
Actually, you
know for
know
sure
what?
that
That's
it would have
true.
been switched.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Probably, yeah, you're right.
Sakura's account. That's the only
No.
absolute. Yeah.
Ought to be the...
Because the carpet, despite the...
No, see, I'm telling you, it's the stain.
Oh, yeah. So it's the
Up.
disappearing stain.
Oh, okay.
Stained.
Oh, wait. Look up. Hold on. Go up. Or remove
Sakura
that.
mentioned... Okay.
No, up.
Oh, you're right. Blackish stain on it. So it could be any of them. Jesus.
All right, well, let's take the hit. Our
Which
clock
one?
is ticking.
Okay, so this one?
No.
Which one?
Oh, you're blaming this on me now.
It could be 3 different ones.
I really don't think it's the posters. I think something like...
No, I don't think it's posters, but I think it's either the carpet or the disappearing stain. They both lead to the same thing.
Stain.
It just said that the...
Okay, Sakura
mentioned she was responsible... Oh, there we go. Coffee stain on the girls' locker room floor. However, the stain had since been inexplicably scrubbed away, so hopefully that's going to lead us to the boys' one.
Right.
So we'll use this one?
Yes.
Shoot!
Alright, whatever. It's cool. Alright, so then... Oh. I think it actually is the posters. Because the posters have blood. And that poster would just be... Oh, we were right.
The proof that she was killed somewhere else is...
Damn. We really thought it was the
poster
stain.
that's hanging in
Okay.
each locker room.
Keep going.
Your proof is some posters?
The poster in the girls' locker room was...
I don't know why you wouldn't
picture
just
of a
wipe
big
the
boob supermodel. But don't
can
you
just
think
smear
that's
blood
kind of
off the
strange?
poster.
I guess something that was like plastic posters.
It is. Well,
You could definitely smear off like one of the plastic posters. Alright, keep going. Big
Why
boobed.
would the girls' locker room have a poster like that?
I bet those massive jugs of hers were totally fake!
Meanwhile, the boys' locker room had a poster of the super popular boy band Tornado. Again, that doesn't really seem to belong in a boys' locker room.
So you're saying that maybe the posters were switched?
And there's
Seem
one
like
other
switching
thing I
stuff, huh?
noticed about the locker rooms. You know what I'm talking about.
Okay, this is the
right,
stain.
Sakura?
You're referring to my protein coffee, aren't you?
Protein coffee?
While I was in the girls' locker room earlier, I spilled some protein coffee on the carpet. But I noticed that after the murder, the stain had been totally scrubbed away.
No, it's not that the stain was scrubbed away, it was moved. Right? Yeah. It was moved in the boys' locker room. Yeah.
The stain on the girls' locker room carpet wasn't scrubbed away. In fact, I found it on the boys' locker room carpet.
That's definitely the stain from my protein coffee.
Then, does that mean that the carpets were switched too? But why would anyone do that?
To move the murder scene from one locker room to the other.
Why would
It's
someone do
certainly
that?
plausible.
Well, I guess obviously like to cover up that.
Yeah,
there's-
but why are they
Yeah.
trying to cover up that she was in the boys' locker room?
I imagine I guess they cared about, like, I don't know, that doesn't make sense. Like, why they would move it. Go ahead, continue.
In other words, in order to completely swap the scene of the crime, the bloodstained poster and carpet were moved along with the dead body. By doing this, the killer was able to change
But
the
you
entire
know-
room where the murder took place.
I mean, I'll let you figure this word out.
I can certainly
Because there's something
follow your
that
reasoning, but
just
why
should
would the culprit bother doing
think
that?
about. See? Yeah, why would the culprit
Yeah.
bother doing that?
That's what I'm saying. Unless the carpet knows her secret. The
Yes.
culprit knows her secret. And
Huh?
because it's probably the culprit.
Why would they go through all that trouble of switching to... If the murder did take place in the boys' locker room, then how did Chihiro get into the boys' locker room in the first place? We already we didn't establish. Valerie established.
To get into the
See-
locker rooms, you have to swap
So her
the
Abe
handbook
handbook has her
across
listed
the
as a
card reader
boy,
box.
Right.
most likely.
Correct.
Chihiro's handbook she had no way to get into the boys' locker room to begin with.
Bro, she did have a way, and I can tell you what it was.
I highly doubt that.
I'm with you, dude.
Shut up! I'm telling you, I know how she could have done it.
Broken E-handbook.
Is it really possible? Could Chihiro really have gotten into the boys' locker room somehow?
Ah, I got it! She must have hacked her e-handbook. She was the ultimate programmer, after all. I'm sure that would have been no problem for her.
No, I don't think that's it. She used the thing that was in the main hall.
Huh? What thing?
I'm talking about Leon's handbook, of course.
Are we doing that one?
If she had that, she could get into the boys' locker room
Yeah, I'm
no
thinking.
problem.
Yeah. Because she stole it. Theoretically, if Chihiro was able to use Leon's handbook, she could get into the boys' locker room, but when we found Leon's handbook in the main hall, there's no doubt that it was. In which
But at
case,
the
at the same time, she also has her own handbook, which is
should
missing. Have listed as a boy.
Exactly. In which case, can we really say that she used it?
Yeah.
Is it really possible? Could Chihiro really have gotten into the boys' locker room somehow?
Ah, I got it! She must have hacked her e-handbook. She was the ultimate programmer, after all. I'm sure that would have been no problem for her.
No, I don't think that's it. She used the thing that was in the main hall.
Huh? What thing?
I'm talking about Leon's handbook.
No, that's wrong.
Oh, you're right. Okay.
No, I don't think Chihiro used Leon's handbook.
Why not?
Because Leon's handbook was broken.
Oh. Well, then, yeah, I guess that'd be pretty impossible.
I am struck silent by how quickly you gave up.
Boss, isn't there a regulation against using someone else's
If it is
handbook?
if it was
Actually,
given,
the rule states that loaning your handbook is
but
prohibited.
taking it.
It says nothing about borrowing one. In other words, you could borrow a dead person's handbook all you want, and you'd be safe.
Yup, yup, yup! Hit the nail square on the nugget!
Of course, if it were broken, that wouldn't make any sense anyway.
So then, she must have hacked hers like I said. She used her ultimate programmer skills and...
You can't fix it, the handbook. The instant you open one up, a security buzzer starts blaring.
So, if she didn't use Leon's handbook, and she didn't modify her own handbook...
Now I'm actually confused.
Maybe Mr. Naegi's initial assumption is
Hers
just
gave her access to the boys'
wrong?
locker room. Who? Who gave her access? Hers, her e-handbook. Because she didn't switch it
Seems
so
like
that
there's
it...
no way she could have got into the boys' locker room. So I guess so.
So you think her e-handbook had boy on it?
Okay then, I vote for Byakuya.
Is that it then? Chihiro was killed in the girls' locker room and Byakuya is the one who did it? Really? But still, I don't know what else I can
Hold on a
do.
second. I agree with you, though. I think you're on the right track.
What the? You finally decide to open your mouth and that's what you've got to say?
It's not
There's
wrong.
no way she could get in the boys' locker room, right?
Why are you so sure she couldn't get in? There's still one other way she could have gained access.
What? What are you talking about? What other way is there?
Well, to explain that, why don't we take a little break from the trial? I'd like you all to...
Wait. Just what do you think you're doing?
Don't worry. This'll make the whole trial more exciting. I'm sure that thought must please you.
Huh? It'll make things more exciting? Well, all right then. I declare an official class trial.
That was easy to persuade. Right.
For real?
Now then, what is it you want to show us? It better not be boring or I'll be very unhappy.
In the boys' locker room.
I have no doubt it'll meet your lofty expectations.
So before I even knew what was happening, the class trial had been put on hold. We headed off with Kyoko in the lead. And where she took us was...
The girls' locker room?
We're gonna lift her skirt?
I've already searched this place top to bottom. What are you
What are you trying to pull here,
Missy?
Missy?
I'd like you to examine the victim's body one more time.
You want to check it again?
Be sure to examine the entire body very carefully.
She said be thorough.
Mm-hmm. Examine her carefully. Like using our
This is where they're like,
No,
oh.
wait.
Oh, whatever you want, you sick
No, he
fuck.
only likes
Best
2D
if I
girls.
don't run my hands all over a girl's dead body.
Alright.
It's not that I'm freaked out or anything. It's just
Shut the fuck up.
based on religious grounds, you know?
Very well. I'll do it.
But you're a girl. You shouldn't have to touch a dead body.
I'd feel better if a girl touched a dead girl's body. Like, that sounds
No, it's okay.
weird.
I think
I mean, I don't
Chihiro
want
would rather
anyone
have
to
a
touch a
girl
dead body,
examine
but...
her. So just leave this to me.
Sakura. What is this? Some kind of secret girl-on-girl action? Is that what you two are about? That's not it at all. Stop screwing around.
Okay, here I go. I'm sorry, Chihiro. Please excuse the intrusion.
Putting her hands together in a brief prayer, Sakura then began to quietly examine her
Be
body.
sure to check her entire body, and I believe we will solve this particular mystery.
Her entire body? I know you say that, but... What? This is... What is this...
Oh, she just accidentally touched her first penis. Oh my god. Oh my god. What is it?
Not possible. It's not possible.
Sakura's eyes were staring wildly at Chihiro's lifeless form. Her massive frame trembled.
This girl is
what?
Is a boy.
Ah, I see. So she was.
Oh, shut the fuck up. Acted like he knew it. Like, thank you for confirming. I was all just thinking about that. So did he.
Joking, right?
I wouldn't joke about this.
Ben, it's really true?
Oh lord.
Chihiro was gone?
That's what's
Oh, what? You guys didn't know? Heck, I knew that right off the bat. Chihiro Fujisaki was totally a guy.
He was a cross-dresser? Oh, I'm really on fire! I wish I had killed him!
So that's what Kyoko wanted to show everyone, huh? Interesting. Yes, that certainly does make things much more exciting. Now let's ride this wave of excitement.
This
to the courtroom
wave
and
of
get
excitement.
back to the trial.
Any idea who you believe the killer is?
I do apologize for keeping you waiting. Now then, let's resume.
I need you to
the
remember
class.
one thing.
We've all just learned of the shocking revelation.
I'm not gonna think this
Chihiro
will
was
literally just
actually
put.
a boy. Let's pick up from there.
Yes, well, I don't know his reason for hiding it, but the fact is, Chihiro was not a girl, but a boy.
To think that Chihiro was actually a guy. The thought had never even crossed my
And
mind.
because the victim was male, he would have had no problem gaining access to the boys' locker room.
Assuming his handbook did, in fact, list his gender as male, then yes, that would be true.
Of course his handbook said he was a boy. He dressed like a girl, but he was a boy through and through.
So then, there should be no issue with Makoto's initial assertion. The victim was killed in the boys' locker room, and was then later moved to the girls'
What are your
locker
thoughts?
room. And the killer could have easily used Sayaka or Junko's handbook to get into the girls' locker room.
So Chihiro
No,
really
so
was
Leon
killed
wasn't
in the
even
boys'
there.
locker room?
I still don't
Flip the
understand
script.
the motive for moving the body, but yes, that does seem plausible.
Well, I must admit, I did find it rather odd. I knew he felt a little off. There was a certain incongruity to his
Was
female
there?
body.
Yeah, I know, right? I'm like,
This is the most titillating situation!
So now everything has been connected. All the mysteries have finally become clear.
so who's the killer?
Okay, well, connected or clear or whatever. We still think you're the killer, remember?
Very interesting. This has become very interesting indeed.
He's off in his own little world.
What about you, Makoto? After everything we've learned, do you still think Byakuya's the killer?
Well, without a doubt, Byakuya is the one that made Chihiro's death look like Genocide Jack did it. But I think he might not actually be the killer after all.
What? But aren't you the one who accused him in the first place?
He just seems to be too easygoing about all this. Like he's enjoying us solving the mystery. The way he's acting, it makes it seem like it doesn't have anything to do with him.
And you think that might be because it doesn't have anything to do with him?
Plus, the evidence he left behind was a little too... how can I put it? Overt. He consciously chose to use the extension cord, knowing it could connect him to the murder. At least, that's how I see it. And Byakuya, when you found out the murder took place in the boys' locker room, it seemed to rattle you. And then again, when you found out Chihiro was actually a guy. If you really were the killer, that stuff wouldn't have had any effect on you.
So that's your thinking, huh? Well, it bothers me that you don't have more concrete reasons, but it's fine. I guess I'll mark it as correct for the time being.
Mark it as correct?
He's right. I am not the culprit. I just happened to come across the corpse in the girls' locker room and decided to alter it.
Are you fucking with us right now?
No, I am not effing with you.
I'm not effing with you right now. I like that. I'm not effing. I'm too posh to be using such crude
vulgar language.
Go ahead. Find it very hard to believe. You're free to be executed along with
I want to know who you think the killer is. I'm getting
If you're
impatient.
really telling the truth, then why? Why do you do that to his body?
My reasons hardly matter right now. Uncovering the culprit is much more important, wouldn't you say? Now then, if it wasn't me,
Who was it?
Who was
What's
it?
it, Val?
I need...
Well, I don't think I can say for sure without talking about it a little more.
We're seriously gonna keep going? We're all good, aren't we? I thought it was clear Byakuya did it.
No, I'm with Makoto. If there's any doubt whatsoever, we need to explore every possibility, because if we're wrong, we all die here.
That's true. Very well then. I'm with you too.
Damn straight. Count me in.
Do you not have a mind of your own?
Of course I do. What am I, an ant or something?
Anyway, let's discuss this all as a group one more time. We still have time to make our decision.
That's very true.
Our lives are all on the line.
Excellent. Then shall we resume our game of hide and seek?